Good afternoon. Welcome to your news program about English culture and its impact on science, education, and daily life. Today, we will explore how the United Kingdom has developed such important fields as engineering, medicine, mathematics, education, and social responsibility. I am Fernanda Ramirez, and I start by talking about a topic that affects us all: medicine in the United Kingdom. England renewed medicine by adopting empirics and observation, encouraging the study of anatomy and pathology. From the first medieval hospitals, such as St. Barnabas in London, K46 was combined with medical education. Edward Jenner developed the first small vaccine, and William Harvey fully described blood circulation, laying the essential foundation for the modern medicine. In 1948, the creation of the National Health Service (NHS) revolutionized access to healthcare. After research and promoting research, England was also a pioneer in medicinal advancements such as kidney and heart transplants, in vitro fertilization, and robotic surgery. Additionally, English culture promotes public hygiene health protection standards, ensuring that medicine improves both treatment and prevention. In summary, English medicine combines history, innovation, and social welfare, demonstrating its global impact on health and science. And now, to learn more about how engineering has influenced English society, let's turn to your report, Eduardo. Eduardo, what can you use?
Thank you, Fer. And the United Kingdom engineering is a fundamental pillar that drives innovation and economic development. Today, we will talk about one of the most important turning points in human history, the Industrial Revolution, also known as the beginning of modern engineering. It all began in Britain in the of 18th century, when new inventions completely transformed the world's economy and technology. British inventors such as James Watt, Richard Arkwright, and James Hargreaves revolutionizing in manufacturing by creating machines that replaced manual labor. One of the most significant innovations was James Watt's steam engine. This invention made factories, mines, and transportation much more efficient, marking the start of large-scale industrial progress. Later, in 1856, Henry Bessemer introduced a new process for making steel. His method allowed the mass production of steel, which became essential for building railways, bridges, and modern cities. This industrial revolution reflects the British spirit of innovation, enterprise, and practically supported by new patent laws and rapidly growing industrial culture. And that's how Britain became the birthplace of modern engineering, a revolution that changed the world forever. And speaking of number and data that support those advances, let's go to Victor, who will tell us about mathematical science in England.
Thanks, Eduardo. Now to talk about English mathematics, what better place than here in Cambridge? England has a strong relationship with this discipline. Let's revise some of their contributions. Calculus, a powerful tool used in the solution of various problems in fields such as thermodynamics and chemistry, was brought by two pioneers. One of them was the famous Sir Isaac Newton, who developed calculus in the 17th century while working here in Cambridge. England also gave birth to Boolean algebra, invented by George Boole in the 19th century, which works using a system of ones and zeros. It is the base of binary, which is the base of electronic devices. In 1917, Hardy and Littlewood, British mathematicians, developed a numeric method to solve additive number theory problems. The Hardy-Littlewood method allowed us to estimate certain functions that work with integer sums. England also gave birth to computer science with the Turing machine. Alan Turing introduced this concept, cementing the basis of computing. His Turing machine is a theoretical model which simulates the logic of any computable algorithm defining what can be computed. The final contribution that will be covered is a relatively recent one. In 1994, Andrew Wiles proved the famous Fermat's last theorem, which states that there are no integer solutions for a, b, and c satisfying the equation a to the power of n plus b to the power of n equals c to the power of n for an integer value greater than 2 for n. This problem lasted more than 350 years without being proved, until Wiles did it with a 129-page proof. Now, we will be knowing more about sustainability and social responsibility in the UK. We're going with Pedro.
Okay, thank you, Victor. In the United Kingdom, daily life is closely linked to sustainability and social responsibility. From its beginnings, English culture has valued organization, innovation, and community. Ancient Roman and Anglo-Saxon influence helped create systems of government and education focus on discipline and social responsibility. In the UK, sustainability has become an essential part of everyday life. Recycling renewable energy and public transport and promoted while schools teach environmental values to encourage responsibility and care for the planet from a young age. And to clone and to conclude, let's go with Alan, who will talk to us about education in the United Kingdom and how it prepares future generations.
Thank you, Pedro. Education in the United Kingdom combines tradition and modernity. Education in the United Kingdom is considered a global benchmark, with prestigious institutions such as Oxford and Cambridge, and a system that combines tradition with innovation, attracting hundreds of thousands of national and international students each year. Its structure is organized into different stages: early childhood education from age 3, compulsory primary and secondary education from age 5 to 16, with assessments through the key stage, post 16 education between ages 16 and 18 through vocational programs, and higher education offering bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in predominantly public universities, also with tuition fees of up to £9,250 per year. The UK education system is funded through taxes and financial aid for university students, but it still faces inequalities and a lack of resources. In 2025, it faces challenges such as digitalization, artificial intelligence, and pressure from budget cuts. It stands out for its bilingualism, international diversity, and high graduation rates. Also, it shows weaknesses in mathematics, and science compared to Asian countries.
Many thanks to our your reports. As we have seen, English Culture promotes a comprehensive approach to science, technology, education, and daily life, always seeking a balance between innovation, sustainability, and social responsibility. That's all for today's new program. Thank you for guys' use, and we'll see you in the next edition.